A $20,000 penny? What? Well, let's talk about this 1943 steel cent then. A really impressive 1943 S steel cent is going to be offered by Great Collections, or is being offered. It's a super long auction that doesn't end until the end of January 2023. At the time of this video, bids are over $4,000, but there's 45 days remaining, so they expect this coin to sell close to 20 grand. So during that time, there was a war raging across the globe. The United States government sought ways to lessen the economic burden felt by the average citizen. So what better way, right? Let's change the penny. Among the many other greater and lesser ways to do this, they changed the composition of the cent from a bronze planchet to a lighter zinc-coated steel version. Now, this would save necessary war material, but it would also lighten the financial load of producing the physical money needed to finance the war. Steel costs only $34 a metric ton, while copper was fixed at a price of $265 a metric ton throughout the war. This change was also perhaps as a way of making general public citizens feel invested in the war effort, right? In a mintage dramatically larger than the 1942 counterpart, the San Francisco Mint struck 191.5 million steel cents during 1943. This type is still slightly rarer than those produced at Denver and Philadelphia, and primarily due to their lower mintage comparatively, they can garner a little higher value. The particular coin being offered in this auction, however, is in an especially high grade, with only 17 other specimens earning an MS68 plus like this one. 3 of these examples have recently come to market. In February and March of 2021, 2 of them were sold, one for $15,500, the other one for $19,500. But the most recent one actually only sold for about $4 grand. So the ending auction price for this next sale, which has already exceeded that price in just bids, is said to be somewhere around $20,000, which might be kind of hopeful. The design of this coin is similar or like many other Lincoln pennies. On the obverse, the designer Victor David Brenner has a portrait of the 16th President Abraham Lincoln. It has "In God We Trust" on it. It says Liberty. The date 1943 appears slightly lower in front of Lincoln's portrait on the coin's right side. The coin was struck in San Francisco, so it bears an S mint mark. And on the reverse of the coin, 2 sheaths of wheat wrap around the right and left sides of the coin, hence why many people refer to them as wheat cents. It says E Pluribus Unum, 1 cent, and the United States of America. The edge of this coin is plain or smooth, whichever way you want to say it, with no lettering and no reading on the edge. Again, this coin is said to sell for possibly around $20,000 for just a little old penny. So let me know what you think about this 1943 steel wheat cent that is in the auction house now through Great Collections. Check out my website, VarietyHairs.com, that gives more detail on this coin and, well, every other US coin. Let me know what you think about the coin in the comments below. I will see you there, and I will see you in the next video.